diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah. I'm about to for real. I'm about to cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no mass, it's for real. I want that for real. My for real. Running the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all in original, they all sound the same. I stay ballin'. Money like a faucet. It stay running. I can't call it. Got the bug, I think they caught it. I'm with bosses. For real. It's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my...
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Well, a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Bridgewater. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Fire down, fire down. Fire down, fire down.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll return it from the 6. Stays on his feet. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll begin here with Bernard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
outside. We got three. Find out.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Joe Mixon. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Find out.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Darnold now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. Fourth down, they're going for it. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play action now. Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bridgewater now from the 50. Steps away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They begin with a run by Corral. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Delta.
To throw, Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold going underneath for Crowell. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Bernard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go. Gotta go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Fire down. Delta.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Fire down. Delta.
Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Again, it's Crowell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jets on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin with a run by Mixon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Delta. That's what he.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. To Mixon on the check down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, here's Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This for the lead in the final stages. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. To throw on second down is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! No, Jack, Patriot!
He's back to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A first down carry now for Corral. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On the toss, Mixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Darnold. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Darnold. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Darnold now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?